Throughout history, people have struggled with the same challenge. How do we make sense of a confusing world? We face endless opinions, half-truths, and information that often leaves us more uncertain than before. But more than 2,000 years ago, a man named Socrates discovered a way to cut through the noise. His method was simple, yet powerful. Today, we call it the Socratic Method. Socrates, one of the greatest minds of ancient Greece, believed that wisdom begins with acknowledging what we don't know, instead of pretending to have all the answers. He asked questions, deep, thoughtful questions that exposed contradictions, challenged assumptions, and led people closer to truth. At the heart of the Socratic Method is dialogue. Imagine a conversation, not filled with arguments, but with questions. What do you mean by that? How do you know it's true? Could there be another explanation? These questions don't attack. They open the mind. They make us think. They help us see beyond surface-level opinions. In his time, Socrates wandered the streets of Athens, engaging ordinary people, politicians, and even experts. He never lectured, never imposed. Instead, he questioned. His goal was not to win arguments, but to lead others into self-discovery. And that is why he is often called the midwife of ideas, because he helped people give birth to their own understanding. So, how can the Socratic Method help us today in our confusing modern world? First, use it in conversations. Instead of rushing to prove your point, ask the other person questions. For example, if someone makes a claim, instead of reacting, ask, "What evidence do you have? Why do you believe that?" This approach not only deepens the discussion but also encourages mutual respect. Second, use it for self-reflection. When facing a tough decision, question your own thoughts. Ask yourself, why do I want this? What are the possible consequences? Am I being influenced by fear or pride? By questioning ourselves, we gain clarity and make wiser choices. Third, apply it to society. We live in an age of misinformation, where false claims spread like wildfire. The Socratic Method trains us to pause, to not accept things at face value, but to dig deeper. It's not about cynicism, but about discernment, the ability to separate truth from illusion. Of course, Socrates paid a heavy price for his relentless questioning. He challenged powerful figures and exposed uncomfortable truths, which led to his trial and death. But his legacy lives on. His method is still used in schools, law, medicine, and philosophy. It remains a timeless tool for cultivating wisdom. So, whenever the world feels overwhelming, remember this. Clarity begins with a question. Instead of reacting in confusion, step back and ask. The Socratic Method reminds us that the path to truth is not about having quick answers, but about asking better questions. With Socrates' methods, we will live with greater wisdom, peace, and confidence.